Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Brina. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I highlight and contour my face. This isn't how I do it every day, but on the days that I want to look extra snatched, this is how I do it. So if you'd like to see that, keep on watching. I'm going to start by doing my foundation first, and today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. Now that my foundation is all on, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline concealer in the shade 35 Deep. And I'm just going to take the applicator wand and apply it at all of the places that I would like to contour. Go in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach, and now I'm going to highlight the places that I want to highlight and conceal my under eyes. I'm also going to add a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand to my under eyes. One thing to note is that I went in with a very light amount of foundation just because I knew I was going to be highlighting and contouring with cream, and then I'm also going to be going in with powder over the top of all this, so I wanted to keep my foundation light so that way my makeup doesn't end up looking too cakey. And I like to start by doing my under eyes first, and then I like to go into the places where I put the contour first. When I'm using cream products, I like to let them set for a little bit longer, just so that way the product stays more of where I place it, because I found that when I go in with a really wet product and start to try to blend that out, it just kind of moves all over my face, and this keeps it staying exactly where I wanted it to be. As you can see, this side, it's not really budging. There's more of what I want. When I get to my nose is where it gets a little bit more complicated, just because I don't want it to end up looking muddy or having the lighter concealer where I highlighted just completely wash out the contour parts. The key to making this look good is just to blend until your arm wants to fall off, basically. Now that I have all that cream product blended out, I'm going to set my face with the I Heart Revolution Peach Scented Baking Powder, and I'm also going to bake my face with this, so take some of that product on the sponge that I was using and place it here and down the center of my nose. And that is all I like to do when it comes to baking. I know a lot of people like to bake their under eyes, but I just find that it makes my under eyes end up looking crepey, and it settles and it's just too drying. I don't like it at all. So I just use a minimal amount of powder under my eyes. I like to also just take a thin layer of powder to set the rest of the cream products on my face, so that way when I go in with powder now, it won't stick and not blend. Now I'm going to be using the Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte to bronze and maybe contour my face. I haven't decided if I want to use this palette for contouring or not, because while it has a lot of options, there's not really any cool tone ones. This one right here is about the only one that really works for my skin tone and contouring. Going in on an e.l.f. bronzing brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Angle and Crown. These two on the edge right here and mix mostly angle and a little bit of crown, and then use that to warm up my forehead. And then this time I'm just sticking with Angel and going into warm up my cheeks more with just a minimal amount of product. And I do think I want to use the Princess Cut shade to contour, so I'm going to take a Real Techniques 303 contouring brush and dip the flat part into that shade and also the edges. And I like to take the edge and stick that onto the deepest part of my cheek contour. Contour is a weird word. And then taking the flat part with the product that I picked up, blend that out. And then I use this brush, just taking product on the edges to contour my nose, just taking a very minimal amount of product. Same thing for under my lip, and doing this just adds the illusion of fuller lips. And lastly, a little bit on my chin. Gotta hide that double chin. That is it for contouring. Now I go in with the same brush I used to set the rest of my face and dust off the bake. After my contour, I like to go in with blush. So today I'm going to be using the Alamar Cosmetics Color Blush Trio palette, and I'm going to take the shade Erasable. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but this middle pink shade right here on an e.l.f. blush brush. For my blush, I like to keep it more towards the temple because I just don't like how it looks when it gets onto the apples of my cheeks. I don't know if it's just my face structure, because I think it looks cute on other people when it's on the apples, but I focus the majority of the product towards my temples, and I blend that into that bronze, the bronzer that I put on my face to begin with. And I always smile whenever I put the blush on, just that way I know where to keep it. And then with the remainder of the product on my brush, I blend in circular motions down onto the apples of my cheeks. And now it is time for my all-time favorite part, and that is the highlight. Today I'm going to be using the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to take a little bit of Strobe and mostly Stunner, and I'm taking that on a Morphe B13 brush and just applying that to the high points of my face. When I do my highlight, I am always very generous with it because your girl loves to glow. A little bit on the tip of my nose, and once I get that as highlighted as I like, I take what's left of the product on the brush and just highlight the center of the bridge of my nose, and then my forehead, right above my arch of my eyebrows, with just a little bit of product there. And lastly, my Cupid's bow, and just a little bit on my chin. That is it for how I highlight and contour my face. All that's left is setting spray, and today I'm using the InBeauty Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist. And that is it for this look. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments what your favorite part of your foundation routine is, of your makeup routine in general, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!